Shout out that person that tuned in. I never noticed that. That shit was wrong. So shout out. I think it was that dude. I can't. I'll try to go back and find you. Shout out you. Good looking out.
It's week 12 of the 2024 season, and we'll see the Buccaneers leader at quarterback. After his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Bucs and the Falcons, next on Madden Football.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather. We've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, it's week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons.
Shout out that motherfucker. No one.
Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks. Certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time.
Shout out. Everybody go fuck with that motherfucker.
The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
There's nobody noticed that but you, man.
It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4 quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week. 20 carries, 107 yards. Second down, back to Fournette. And he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it.
Sticking his
ass. Set up shot at the 40-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured their opening drive up further.
Sticking.
They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few runs along the way. Now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So here are the Falcons with great field position to start out.
That no one
and
knew.
They are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
You and I both know he'll never count to him, but we both heard the rumor that he's in competition with another quarterback in the league for who would win the most NFC Offensive Player of the Week awards. Heard he won last week, and he texted him and said, I just got one.
Not supposed to tell you who. We will say it's within the same division, though.
I think that motherfucker no winning. Yeah.
From the gun, it's Walker.
Oh, let's go. He's going.
Oh, he's got a little line. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27.
Good
effort. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Falcons at 9-1 on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl front runners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
That boy Vic play like Vic too, boy. He got on like Vic.
He'll drop to throw.
Oh.
The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
They'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. How about them biting up 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. On 2nd down, it's Walker, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
I mean, field goal. Watch him for your trick. You're gonna have to kick it hard. Like kick that one like that hard.
He's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Those 2 kicks make sense.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax
he dropped
a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Meanwhile, the pass that should have been intercepted. Incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Oh!
Swing this out to Fournette. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Wow.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes
he didn't fumble it. What the fuck is that?
It sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he raises it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Boy.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They're going right back to Walker. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
He's got it to the 43 here. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
6-0 our score after 1. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football, as they've got it 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. He hits Adams, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Walker with it. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath, because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
Walker is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
This time the extra point up and go, and the lead now stands at 13. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. 2 minutes gone in the 2nd quarter. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Werner. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette.
Hey!
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Any running play is called. It's going to break big and go the distance.
things anyway. You come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Definitely
First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he loses the football.
Oh, pick that bitch up, Trent. Belly sticking.
The football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Second time in his first half now, Charles, and he's coughed up the football.
Both times I think they were in spots where he's got to think about covering up the ball. He's got to revert to his fundamentals in those practice drills.
Oh my God, this game's crazy.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So still 14 yards to go, second down. Now back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Second and 2. Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Back to throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's White. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing a shutdown run so far, even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 13-7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs.
Where's you going?
This one fielded at the 5.
I heard it say. Elijah?
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Falcons
he got to you while you was at school, huh?
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a
thought he caught you when you got back.
What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And they work this well upfield.
So you get ready?
And the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
That's what you do here.
They're going to look to throw. He completes it to Beckham. And he goes down. The number 4 game is inside the 25. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
Fuck.
So we are at halftime, past the halfway point of the season, and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Third quarter begins with a run by Walker.
Oh.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This said give her a gummy.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 74 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. Now Arthur Smith going to tell the offense to stay put. We're going for 2. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer, because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a smart match.
Now White lost the football, and the Falcons grab it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. So it's a turnover there on the lost fumble, and this third quarter could not really have started worse.
I think that's a great observation, because this was a close game at the half. They gave up the touchdown the opening drive. Now they turn over the football. This game, they can get away from it pretty quickly if their defense doesn't step up right here.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
And it's complete to Adams. Touchdown! Devontae Adams, 27 yards. And the Falcons are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
They go right back to White here on first down. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. T.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I like the thinking there because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against him. Able to get some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for him on 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
So out come the Falcons now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it?
Get that room. I bet you get that room clean now.
It certainly feels
that's all they become for, little snacks and shit all on the floor.
Because what you really want to do,
we'll keep our room dirty.
The board is still up there. The game's going to go on. expect you can take the spirit
Not
away
with
from
food.
another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the break right there.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. They'll set up a throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Here now, Johnny Townsend. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. This is taken at the 18. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So out come the Bucs now. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up. They've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Now this one complete downfield on the left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Back to throw again. His throw caught at about the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Again, he'll drop to throw. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into that deficit. They'll look to throw. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And sensing the momentum, maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his target, it's Evans. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's got White here. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. He's back to throw. He completes it to Evans. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. Looking Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. He completes it right side to White. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Rashad White from 8 yards out. And the Bucs have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Huge, huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the O team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job 1 was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And here now come the Falcons. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? to get, and he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
That catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent,
who did things largely below the radar. Not this guy. 819 catches, that speaks loudly in volumes.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game. A critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He completes this to Walker. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll look to throw again. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They'll look to throw. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That was no 3rd and 2, that was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Let's go now.
First down, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This defense making some plays right now, aren't they?
And they look like a group that really locked in before this series started. Read their scouting reports, got back to reading their keys, and playing with excellent leverage up front.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He completes it to Beckham. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. The Falcons ready to take over. All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way, they've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Crossing the field, Beckham makes a catch. It'll be a gain of 5. 3rd and 7 now. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Escaping the pressure right. Again, it's OBJ, back-to-back catches. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Just looking down at this with a naked eye, looks like they have about a yard and a half. Any chance they go for it here?
There's a chance, but I have to say, punt the ball here. Get rid of this thing and try and help your defense a little bit. I know there's that temptation, and I know people have it on their plate sheet. I have that one play that's going to get me what I need, but if you don't get it, you pretty much handed the game to the other team.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. So it's a win for the